Hair removal is also a laser, and it doesn't hurt a whole lot more than the acne treatment. It feels like a rubber band snapping against the skin. We usually ask people to shave the hair off the skin just before the treatment, because this way the hair doesn't pick up the energy on top of the skin and they feel a little bit less of whatever snapping there is. But essentially it's well tolerated. People don't need any numbing creams. People do very well. Even men, who are very difficult patients in general, do very well with these treatments. I am shining a light that goes inside the skin without hurting the skin on top. And it targets the roots of the hairs and transfers energy that eventually makes those hairs shut down. Okay, Simone, turn a little bit this way, a little more. Okay, so we're going to go now to the other side. And when we repeat these treatments enough, the hairs actually stop growing back. And even when they do grow back, they often grow back much thinner and much lighter in color, more like a peach fuzz kind of thing. And so people don't feel like anybody else can see them.
Just tell me a story about like one of the best things that you've done that was so great.
Well, I think perhaps the most satisfying experience as a person that I had was this young lady who was 17 years old and came here in tears because she had a lot of excessive hair on her arms. And she didn't have the money to have treatments. When I told her the price, she broke down and she cried. And I asked her how much she could pay, and she came up with a very low number, and I said, no problem, it's a deal, but you go through the treatments and we do the treatments. And I asked her why she really felt the treatments were important, and she said, look, nobody wants to go out with me. I wouldn't even try to make a date because, no guy wants to have a girl who has hair on her arms. So after we did the first treatment, she came back for the second treatment, and she was glowing. And I said, what happened? And she said, you can't believe this, I have a boyfriend. And I said, well, how did you get a boyfriend? She said, well, I was feeling so great after my treatment. I went out with this guy, and he asked me out again, and now we are going steady. So I think if I someday go to heaven, this is the way I'm buying my ticket.
So this really meant so much to her, more than just removing the hair. It was more than that.
No, it was her entire self-esteem and self-confidence and how she felt about herself and what she could do to get herself into a better position in her own life. She just went and did it because this one treatment changed the way she viewed her own self.
So you change people's lives by some of the things that you're able to do?
Yes, it's a little bit of magic, and I get to be the magician, and it makes me feel really great because I love people, I care about people, and my patients, I think, know that I care about them. And it really gives me relationships that develop over time that make me feel like I can instrumentally change their lives for the better.